Buyers are being picky buyers and they're working slow. You see it in the data that I show you that buyers are taking their time. They're not freaking out, spending $400,000 over listing price just to get into a house which means that you as a seller need to be more aware of what buyers are looking for and what turns off buyers. And that's what this article is about. Imagine that. Let's drop this in here, firm up my focal view there. All right, 5 biggest turnoffs for home buyers. It is true. Buyers, I talk about this a lot in a lot of different topics and angles. Price is the most important thing. I could do everything right. I have a process. I've shown you my process before. I walk you through the process. And when we walk through that process, including pricing it, your house sells. If your house is overpriced, and I've sold 10 other houses so far year to date, and your house isn't selling, it might not be me as your agent. It might be overpriced based on market conditions, the house condition, and the price, right? And I also talk about being a market maker or attracting the market. If you attract the market, you list it low, you get a bunch of eyeballs on the MLS, on your listing on the MLS. And then when you have open house or you have more showings, you get more showings because it's priced really well. And then it means that there's more interested buyers. That means you're going to get more disclosure downloads, and more disclosure downloads means you're going to get more offers, right? If it's priced right, you're going to get multiple offers. If you try to be a market maker, you're saying, I'm okay waiting for the right buyer to come along for the right price. The problem is when you're attracting the market, they're looking at fast-paced houses to sell. And if you have your house priced at, say, $2.5 million and it's been 3 months, it's not worth $2.5 million. Okay, that was 2 minutes of my little rant. Other things that turns buyers off are smells. And I am smelling it's raining here, so my dogs are a little more stinky than usual. And I'm noticing my house smelling a little bit more. And my truck is smelling a little bit more, which means I have to go out and vacuum everything and change the air filters and make sure that I don't do curry, don't do fish, don't do anything that's super stinky when you're cooking stuff. Just kind of tone that down. Make sure you put flowers and whatever. Don't do the little plugins. That, to me, as an experienced agent, tells me that you're covering up a smell. You're covering up something. Mildew, mold, some kind of fungal rot, some kind of nastiness. That plug-in is a big red flag for me when I'm looking at the house that you might buy, saying, hey, there's something wrong in this area. And I start looking into what's going on in that little area. So plugins are actually a bad thing. Smoke, obviously, if you smoke, replace the carpet, replace the furniture, clean out your ducts, repaint everything, because smoke gets everywhere, every nook and cranny. And you can cover it up, but you also have to disclose it. Clutter, shown it to you 100 times. Right there, look at that. That is a cluttered up shelf right there. That's how I live. That's how most people live. But when you're selling your house, you need to declutter. You need to drop it down to 3 things on any surface: a wall, a shelf, right? I try to keep it to 3, but I can't. Because there's just stuff. My desk looks like I'm a hoarder, but I'm not. I'm busy, so I know where all my stuff is. If I was going to sell my house, I would take everything, box it up, put it into storage or into my garage, and out of sight, out of mind, you'd never see it. And you're looking at a big, huge area, like these big, huge umbrella lights that I have. I don't know. Deferred maintenance. Now, I'm just at this point in my life where I'm getting handymen to do stuff around the house right now because I am busy and I don't have time to do it. And I don't have the gumption anymore. 20 years ago, I was a little bit younger and I had a lot more energy and I was willing to do more stuff around the house. I have done a lot of stuff around my house. I'm not willing to do it anymore. I'm just older and maybe I'm persnickety or maybe I'm just whatever, but also it gets done in a professional manner. You know, you can hire a handyman, and now in California, you can go up to $1,000 a day for a handyman, which is nice. Or you can use a contractor, you can use a specific tradesman like a landscaper or painter or a plumber to get stuff done. And I had Ev come through and knock out the electrical in my house. There were some things that, because houses break down over time, you need to maintain it. And when a buyer comes through and you're not maintaining something, like I looked at a house last week, I saw a big soft spot in the siding of this house, and I'm like, there's something wrong here. And then when that keyed me off, I started looking at everything. I noticed the floor was a little wonky. I saw that there was more wood rot in the fascia of the roof line, just little things. So if I'm looking at a house in the beginning, it looks perfect to me. And then I start digging into it and I point stuff out to my client. And data decor. Now, it could be tile, it could be appliances, it could be your sink, it could be the pulls, the handle pulls on your cabinets, it could be the decoration on your cabinets. Typically, we don't see that anymore. That's 1960s. Paint that stuff, put new handle pulls, put new lights on, put new doorknobs on, paint your doors, make them look white or black. Some people like to go the sheer black side, and that's totally up to you. Get rid of old mirrors, put in new mirrors, make the house look modern or more modern. There you go. All right, that's 7 minutes. Let's go. And before you start your honey-do list, drop down this, pull down this home inspection checklist. It'll get your honey-do list in order and in quick fashion. All right, the REO. Speaking of smells and deferred maintenance, this is not my listing. This is bank-owned property of the week, and it is in San Francisco. But look, it's just screaming, help me, please. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,745 square feet, built in 1916. It was like 10 years after after the big earthquake. Yeah. And it's right off of 280 right there. So this might be a nice little flip. I don't know if it's worth 900,000. So let's keep an eye on it. It just popped on the market. Oh, let's see. Oh, it's not even available right yet. It's coming soon. But let's go back and take a look at these awesome 4 pictures. Basically the same picture, just different angles. You can look at this, the stairwell, and just imagine the smell that you will smell when you walk into that house. Remember the last article we just talked about is smells. When I see that, I smell sweet, acrid, moist, fungal rot. And that's what I'm telling you. This could be completely fixed up, dolled up, made look pretty. Just get rid of that front porch, rebuild those stairs because that's cement right there. But this is all wood, and wood deteriorates over 100 years. You're going to need some stuff, right? But just imagine what it's going to look like inside too, and what that's going to smell like. So that's why you got to be careful of smells. This is homes for sale near Apple. This just popped up, not my listing. Peacock Ave, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 100 square feet, built in 1958. Years older than me, and yes, I am that old. I don't know why you would do that. That's odd. Remember decor? Look, they put in a new door, they put in new windows, but they took the old brick and painted it, made it look fresh. This is screaming flip to me, just so you know, because you look at all this and somebody bought this probably for $1 million or $1.5 million, and they put a couple $100,000 into it. They fixed and flipped it. Now they're selling it for 2.7. Maybe they spent 1.8 on it. We can do a quick dig through. See if I have that up. Yeah, look, see, key indicator that this is a flip. That's a very stylish garage. Typically the windows are just across the top and opaque. Now this is cool, whatever. But then it's a half garage, which I don't really care for. You should be parking in your garage. But see the decor here? Dated decor. This is all brand new stuff. Very boxy. My lights look like this. My address looks like this. It looks nice in front. They actually did a nice job in the back where they have grass in the back. You don't see that too often with flips, but there you go. I want to do a quick look real quick. Pop this up for you. All right, that's it on the actual MLS. And let's see if I can drop this here. No, looks like they bought it off market then. All right, there you go. Or somebody came to them and say, hey, fix it up. And we can do that too, right? This, they spent probably $150,000 to fix up with the new kitchens, the new flooring, and then all the landscaping. That's something you have to consider when you're looking at a almost $3 million house. $150,000 investment is pretty decent, right? This is Mountain View Home of the Week, and it's walking distance. It's a pretty decent stroll to Castro Street, where all the nice restaurants are. Again, 2.698, huh? Oh, what's this other one? Oh, it's okay. Not my listing. This is 355 Palo Alto Ave, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet, built in 1912. I kind of like this because I don't like that I whisper like that. That's icky. But it's a nice craftsman style. It has nice wood trim everywhere. This is a really great looking house. I don't know what it looks like in person or what it smells like, but everything is well appointed. I love the dark wood. For this style of house, for a craftsman house, having a dining room that looks like this is beautiful. This is what people look for when they're looking at craftsman for $3 million. What it is. And it looks like the bathrooms are updated, the walls were updated, the floors were updated. I can't tell if that's laminate flooring. Even the backyard looks nice. Detached garage / shed. There's a garage right there. Looks like it slides. But again, it's nice because you're walking distance to Mountain View, downtown Mountain View. And 40 days on market report. 40 days on market report is 85 days. For 40 days, 85 houses have been on sale for more than 40 days in Santa Clara County.